Alright, I know. How can I make this video? You haven't watched RoboCop. Shut your mouth, Boomer. I got to watching it. And to make you happy yet, it's pretty damn good. Alright, so, yes, RoboCop. A movie I think everyone has heard of, but people my age, Gen Z, probably never seen it. I don't know you. But I mean, I think we've all seen the famous clip where he shoots that criminal's dick off.
He's gonna kill her, man! He's gonna kill her!
Your move, creep.
I mean, that shit's awesome. But I wouldn't imagine, but so much movies that I finally watch, I realize how relevant they are to today's time. You know, you would think it's 2024, we would be a normal country and not repeat history, but hey, universe, can I go back to my other normal universe? But seriously, RoboCop is so relevant now. Corporations taking over the city, sounds familiar. Government abandoning the mental health, resulting to people losing their minds. But what makes this movie so special is how they mention all this with a news segment that will randomly appear on the screen, showing also how good the world building is. But also the satire of all of it, it's also genius. Damn straight I said genius. I don't know. I didn't know what else word to use, so we're gonna use genius. Because they are showing serious shit, actual world problems, but if you make it a satire, it makes it more palatable to the audience and won't piss off each side. I mean, who cares if you piss off the certain group of people? Ooh, race piece of shit. Oh, that cough is crazy. But also, you wouldn't expect this from this poster or even the clips. But this movie is fucking emotional. I was not expecting that. I knew I would probably like it, but I didn't know how emotional it would be. And that's good because you would think that classic 1980s action film, but it's more than that. It's about a man that loses everything, from being killed, losing his family, being turned to the cyborg without his choice because he was dead, and him slowly losing his humanity.
Today, Junior?
As the tech takes over his mind, and him trying to fight back mentally. I was not expecting this emotional roller coaster, and it was nice. But also, can we get back to really good practical effects? Because I'm used to CGI scenes, but I love when it's CGI mixed with practical. It just looks so much better, but no CGI could make this scene so good. I mean, no CGI could convince me that he turned to shit soup. And it's too good. Also, if you want to lose a bunch of weight, don't go on a diet. That's bullshit. Don't eat healthy. That's some bullshit. No, people, just build a heavy plastic suit that's robotic, and you'll sweat so much, you'll lose over 40 pounds. No, seriously, this happened to Peter Weller, the man who played RoboCop. That suit they built was so heavy that each day they filmed, he would lose pounds of weight. That's crazy. But that dude was so dedicated to this role because, I'm not gonna lie, I would be a bitch and quit. Let's finally talk about RoboCop. So it starts out with a news segment. Can you imagine watching this when it first came out? You go to your theater, it starts out with the news. People probably thought, what the actual fuck? Because it's literally started with how the news starts. They talk about real life world events of this future of their world. Then cuts to the actual movie with this tech corporation having a meeting talking about business. And again, showing how cynical these people are. They're creating weapons for whoever pays them the most. And they're showing off their new invention, this giant robot with big guns on its arms. America! And it can detect criminals. How? Well, I'll tell you about it. So the executive shows off how. So he has this poor employee to be the test subject and hands the employee a gun. And right away, bam! The robot shoots the poor employee because that wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to scare him, not shoot him, and to show how, again, cynical and horrible this society is. No one cares that this guy got shot to death. They act like it's a normal Tuesday. Seriously. The CEO just fires the executive, not call the cops for murder. Nah, just be fired. And then, again, showing how cynical, this employee named Bob is like, well, there's a promotion, I guess, and tells the CEO about his plan for this corporation. And that executive is like, I see you, bitch. Then we go to the city's police department, and we meet our main guy, Alex Goddamn Murphy. Yeah, that's his middle name. Goddamn. And wow, he's very much a kind soul, filled with a department of sadness because they're complaining about their pay being cut because of the cut budgets. It's like, dude, you know how much you guys get paid? Normally that could solve world hunger, how much they actually get paid. Alright, back to the film. And Alex is a goody two-shoes. He just wants to help. And it's a little suspicious when he's replacing another officer that was killed because how violent this city is. I'm saying it's suspicious because it was literally the next day he was transferred to this department. Alex, run, dude. So Alex and his partner are already getting along because Alex is a cool guy. They get a dispatch saying a gang is causing trouble, and they see what's going on. And this is when we meet our main villain, Eric's dad from the 70s show. I'm not even shitting you. That's right. This is the origin of Red. But he plays the gang leader named Clarence. And his gang stole money and is driving down this highway. Then they get chased by Alex and his partner. And it's kind of funny because the money they stole is burnt because how stupid his gang members are. And this is when we see his short temper because they chase him to this sketchy warehouse. And holy shit, this is when the massacre starts for poor Alex. They shoot off his hands, arms, legs. When you're watching, it's like you want to look away, but it's so fucked up, you're curious. Or I'm a psychopath. I don't know. But that's it for Alex. Rest in peace. Or is it? Dun dun dun. Because now we get a POV of Alex being resurrected as a cyborg. And it's funny, but also sad because these scientists are cheering. Somewhat harassment. I'm looking at you, lady. Like, again, showing how cynical this society is. They aren't concerned that this real person died. No. They celebrate because they successfully turned him to a cyborg. After all the testing goes right, Alex is back on the force. But no, not Alex. I should say RoboCop. Alex is dead. And he's now owned by Bob and his co-workers. And the cops don't know what to think about it. And same with the captain. But they got no choice. That corporation is paying them. Corruption. And RoboCop is stopping all this crime. And it's gonna give this company that Bob works for a lot of money. Corruption. And holy shit. RoboCop does stop a lot of criminals, including the most famous one is the one where these criminals are about to sexually assault this poor woman. And then RoboCop appears and tells them to back off. And he shoots the criminal's dick off. Good! Then we get this really cool montage of RoboCop stopping all these criminals. And he actually becomes a local celebrity. And holy shit, Bob makes good off RoboCop because he now is a coke addict. He gets all the ladies. And he has a really nice house now. Until... You remember that executive that got fired? Yeah, he's pretty petty because he orders Bob to be killed. So yeah, nice knowing you. And it wasn't a normal death. Eric's dad killed him by blowing him up. So RoboCop starts to forget who he was. The tech is erasing his memories until he has a dream. It's his old life. He starts to remember. He had a wife, a kid. He had a family. What really is amazing and why it's my favorite scene is he cries. This robot cries, showing there's still humanity there. Then RoboCop and his old partner go to this warehouse where he died to look for the main gangsters, and they just have this really nice chat. And it gets RoboCop to remember who he is more. And then the gangsters return to the warehouse. And this is when, to me, the best action scenes appear, because RoboCop and his partner shoot down most of these gangsters, except the main ones. The main gangsters try to escape, and the most famous death happens. So the goofiest gangster gets shot at by RoboCop, crashes his car at this container of toxic waste, and he gets out fucked up. He's melting, looks like ice cream melting. If you're eating, I'm so sorry. Then bam, another gangster, Eric's dad, hits the melting man with his car. The melting man explodes, literally turns to green liquid. It's fucking crazy. Then RoboCop tracks down the main leader of the gangster. With the help of his partner, kills the main leader. Then RoboCop goes back to the corporation that built him to confront that executive. And being a petty little bitch, the executive orders that giant robot to take down RoboCop. But it's a giant robot with tiny legs, so it falls down these stairs. It's actually kind of sad to look at. And then RoboCop goes back to confront the executive. He pulls his gun out at RoboCop, and Alex pulls out his gun. But he can't shoot yet because before, he can't shoot any employee that works at this corporation. Again, corruption. So, but the CEO fires the executive, so RoboCop shoots the executive, and he falls against the window, falls to his death with his arm growing like a Muppet. Then the boss asks RoboCop what his name is, and he says it's Alex, showing finally Alex has taken back control. That was RoboCop, a fantastic sci-fi film. I was not expecting to be that good, but it's really good.
It's one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time now.
It's so good. But yeah, that's the video. If you are so kind and not a douche, like the video, share, subscribe. A lot more content's about to be released. Trust me. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation. We'll see, we'll defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to